So this video is about how to transform your life or do a complete 180, especially if your life currently is feeling pointless or like it's lacking purpose, and you just kind of 180 that to, more purpose or kind of success. So let's get right into it. Like over the last week, I found a powerful meditation or a self-reflection technique, and ever since I did it this whole week, my mind's just been fucking kind of just reflecting on a lot of shit. And at the end of it, I could say like I'm more content now. But before we get into it, if you are gonna watch this video, full screen it. Like, give me your full attention for literally just 10 minutes. That's all. If you can't do that, don't waste your time. If you can't sit here full screen the video without checking your phone notifications or checking other YouTube videos or looking through the comments for extra hits of dopamine, if you don't have the attention span, then don't waste your time, because then you won't get the value out of this video. Make sure you could just give me your full attention for 10 minutes. If you can't, just go ahead, click off, save yourself some time, all right? If you do have the attention span, let's just dive right in, all right? So the technique's actually pretty simple. I did it on accident while I was basically clearing space on my PC. The technique is I basically just found some old photos that date all the way to 2016, fucking 7 years ago. And the reflection technique is just look at the photos and kind of just try to remember what was going on during that point in your life, and what issues the person in that picture was having, like I said, I saw some pictures from 2016, so 7 years ago. I was probably 14 or something at that point in time, probably even 13. And when I was looking through these pictures, I just noticed some shit that just it brought forth a bunch of forgotten memories and some new realizations that I started having, and now that I'm a bit older and have a more a better mindset. But this is the same thing that you guys could literally do it too. If you could find some photos from fucking 2016, 2017 and just look at the photo, you'd probably go through the same thing. But what I saw when I looked at a lot of these photos, I just saw I'm about to show you guys on screen here in a second. A lot of these photos, I just saw a depressed young man who had no hope for himself or belief in himself, couldn't think a year ahead out, and I would only consider myself happy when playing video games. So it was that's who I saw when I looked at those pictures. And the reason why I say it's a good self-reflection technique is because any of you could look at a picture from yourself from 7 years ago, and hopefully you could look at it and be you know what, as much as I said I wish life was progressing faster right now, I've come a long way. But that was just a little side tangent. Hopefully I could put a picture up right here, photo number 1. Sorry if I have to look back, I kind of do got them pulled up over there on my computer, but right here, this should be a picture of me with my dog, one of my dogs. He was a puppy at the time. And if you look at the picture, my mom was literally just hey, let's take a picture with your new puppy you just got. And I just want you guys to look at my resting face. Just look at me. I'm sitting there and that's just what that's because of instant gratification. I had no real relationships at that time. I had no friendships, wasn't really talking to anybody. I would just play video games online. So I had online relationships, but other than that, I would never leave my house. I would just play video games all day. And at that point in time, I was also being raised by 2 mothers. So I was being raised by women. So it was really if you just look at my face right there, I was just sitting there I'm holding a fucking puppy, and I'm I can't even do a smile. So I kind of noticed a trend though, because then I looked at another picture when imagine this, your family, your grandmother's all all right guys, I want to take a picture of you. It's you and 3 of your your most favorite cousins who you actually are genuinely your favorite cousins. Your grandma's I want a picture of all of you guys, da 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 da. Look at my fucking posture in my face while I'm like sitting there with people who I like love, you know? This is picture number 2. Like, look at my face. This is what years of instant gratification, bad habits, a lack of social skills, like this is what that looks like. A lack of a father figure as well. Like I said, this just even looking through these things kind of made me realize a lot, you know? It's like, how can you not smile when, you know, you're holding a puppy, or like you're with 3 of your favorite cousins, like all together in the same room. 2 of those cousins in that picture, they don't even live in like the same state as me. Like we drove, me and the black one in the picture, like we drove far as fuck to go hang out with our other cousins, and like we haven't seen them in forever, and then like we got to see them, and look at my face. I'm not even fucking smiling, and my grandmother is taking the picture too, like can't even smile. So like that like says a lot. And here's like the 3rd picture. Hopefully it flashes on screen. In this picture, I'm literally in a whole different state. I'm in Moab, Utah, in nature, looking at some fucking beautiful fucking landscape, like enjoying the fucking view of like the fucking the rocks and shit. And I'm also with 3 of my best friends at the time in middle school. And I just want you guys to just kind of notice my face. Just what was the common trend here? I can't smile. Why can't I smile in any of these pictures? And it kind of hit me. I was like, you know, I deserved it. At that point in time, I was too lazy to get a fucking haircut. I kind of have like a lineup right now. I'm hiding it. Sorry. But like in that picture, like I literally have an afro. Like I can't even get a fucking haircut. I also like had no real like kind of relationships, like, you know, had no friends except for the friends who I knew inside of school. And then other than that, like there are some people who I played video games with, but other than that, like didn't talk to nobody, didn't leave my house, and fuck ton of instant gratification. I'm not going to go too deep into what instant gratification I was doing. Just know I was playing a lot of video games and shit, but well, that could be a whole different video. But that's what all that instant gratification will do to you. That's just kind of what I want you to get from those pictures. Throughout that point in time, like that was when I was just literally indulging in whatever the fuck I wanted to, because like I didn't know what self-improvement kind of even was. So in all of those photos, just like my resting face, didn't matter if I was holding a dog, didn't matter if I was with my 3 cousins, didn't matter if I was with my best friends in a whole different state, fucking looking out in nature and hiking and shit. Just like my face would always just be sitting there on. Looking mad as fuck, you know? Mad at the world. Mad at looking ugly and mad as fuck, bro. But if you look to here, hopefully I can get the next picture here on the screen. This is like me just like sophomore year doing some school fucking project. Teacher walked up to us and was like, hey, let's take a picture. So I'm just chilling with some homies and some random people, and like, look, in this picture, like I don't look mad, like I'm not sitting there like I'm actually like trying to like smile, but like, yeah. My bad, I almost messed up right there. But during this point in time, I had cut video games out of my life. After freshman year, I was playing video games throughout freshman year. At this point in time when this picture was taken, I had cut video games out of my life. But on to the next one, hopefully number 5. This is like when I started sports, got some social skills, you know, like I was actually conscious on that and like starting to work on it. You know, I would leave my house to go hang out with people instead of playing video games. And yeah, I hadn't played video games in a long ass time. So as you can see in the photo, I'm actually hanging out with some people and I'm smiling. For one, like in like the first few photos, like, you know, I'm holding a fucking like my literal puppy, my dog. I can't even smile. I'm hanging out with 3 of my cousins. I can't smile. I'm fucking same shit. Like can't smile. Like I'm actually able to smile now because, like I said, I cut video games out of my life. I actually did some sports, so that got rid of my chubby face too. So now I'm not mad at the world. I worked on some social skills, so like I'm like I don't feel like an awkward person out, and like I'm able to actually like spread happiness wherever I go and like feel happy about myself. And yeah, I left the house, so that's pretty amazing. And then to six, the next photo, it's probably just like the same shit, you know, just me hanging out with the same fucking dumbasses. I can smile now, like I do normal people stuff, and that's just kind of what I got when I was looking through some of the pictures in my computer. Sorry. And what I realized is, like, you know, I started off the computer right there, that hard drive in that computer is like fucking 10 or 11 years old. That computer, like, it's fucking old as fuck. So like when I got that computer, like I started playing video games hardcore, started indulging in a lot of instant gratification. I'm not gonna be specific, but you know, just being a social outcast, and that kind of led me to just like looking and being just mad at the world. Like I said, like puffy cheeks, just sitting there in every picture. Doesn't matter what the fuck I'm doing. That's like literally my resting face, just like that was my perspective on the world. And that's just what will happen when, you know, you just play video games all day. You're not on NoFap. You're just kind of not really talking to people. You avoid contact with your family because you would rather be playing fucking video games. And like just looking through it, just doing the simple self-improvement stuff, such as just like playing video games and joining a sport, which was like forcing me to kind of learn some social skills. Just like doing those three things literally allowed me to have a smile on my face, and also made me feel like a lot better. It made me feel like I was making a lot of progress at that point in my life. And it like made life feel like I had purpose, as compared to when I was, you know, oh damn, what am I looking for? When I was playing video games, you know, like pretty heavy, 2017, you know, when a lot of those pictures were taken when I was sitting there looking mad as fuck. Those days, it felt like the days would just bleed together, because I'd stay up all night gaming, and then, you know, I'd wake up and just do it again, even though like I wasn't even happy gaming. When you look back on it, like I have some good moments gaming. Like I can remember some good moments gaming, like you and the homies laughing at some funny ass joke or something over some funny moment. But most of the time it's just you sitting with, like, it was, or for me it was like sitting with a bunch of dudes who like I barely met once in my life. Like we all met up like once in person, and then we would all just sit there in Discord most days and be like, hey, what's up, man? Sit there for like an hour and then just be like, bro, I'm fucking bored, bro. What do you want to do? Oh, no. Sit there for another hour. I'm fucking bored, bro. You just want to play CSGO? Yeah, I fucking guess so. I'm not doing anything else. And then maybe we'd have a good time, but a lot, if we weren't winning, it'd be a fucking horrible time. And then, you know, and like even sometimes, like I was just looking through some of my streams too. A lot of times when I was fucking streaming Apex and shit, I would be sitting there like not even smiling, just sitting there, fuck, this motherfucker just killed me. And then kind of look at the chat, be like, oh yeah, and then, you know, kind of put on an act. But that's literally how it was when I was playing video games. Like a lot of times I wasn't even happy. So I just kind of showed you how those 3 self-improvement things did help me. But I'm also about to kind of confirm it again. And if you are getting some value throughout this video, do drop a like. Go ahead, drop a like right now. Hopefully you get some value if you're sticking around this far. But I'm about to confirm it again. I just showed you how those like 3 things, cutting video games off. Damn it, I'm losing it. Cutting video games off, joining a sport, and like learning some social skills, how that just like literally 180 my life around and made me go from looking like to at least being able to smile and like kind of looking like this. And then I'm about to confirm it again. So second part of the video. I could even make this a second video if I wanted to. But after all that stuff happened, my bad, I was just fucking trying to lean up against something. After all that stuff happened, or those photos were taken, like I'm able to smile and shit. I'm all like, yeah, with the homies, yeah. COVID happened. All of us had to do school online. So like I had to start doing school online. And from there, I started working overnight, and I would play video games again because I'm sitting there on my computer in school, and I'm just all like, I could play League of Legends while I'm listening to this fucking dumbass talk in my ear. And like that literally started happening. So I started playing video games again, and then COVID happened. So like I'm not hanging out with people as much. So I kind of like picked up those habits, and I thought I was good over the time because, you know, like during COVID, I kind of like found NoFap, and I was working out. So like I was like, ooh, I'm on self-improvement. And then I got my own first apartment, but I literally fucked up my mental health by working overnights and fucking my sleep up. And then playing video games was a huge fucking mistake again. And then also doing all that during COVID and not talking to people anymore, social skills literally got fucking destroyed. I became like, I got out of practice. So me playing video games kept me stagnant though. That's like kind of the main thing I want to focus on here. Whenever I picked them up, like from that time when I was like, let's think. When I first got the computer, I was like probably like 11 years old. When I started playing video games, I probably literally did not mentally mature until I quit playing video games. So like I did not grow at all during that point in time. And I was so depressed. Like you literally see my face in those photos. Like I'm holding a fucking puppy, a border collie, a puppy, and I can't smile. So like you see the damage that video games did. And then like after I quit it, I made all the progress and shit, literally picking video games up again. I spent a year and a half at like $600 in rent. And even on top of that, like during COVID, so like I got some COVID relief. I'm gonna go ahead and say that like my rent was paid by COVID for like a little bit. I then lost the apartment. Like I made a whole video about that. I lost the apartment, and even though my rent was $600, COVID relief, all this shit, I had roommates. I got kicked out with zero money, like no money at all. And I barely realized that I had made no progress in the last year and a half of actually living in that apartment, because all my spare time went to League of Legends. I would play, like I told you guys plenty of times, working like 18 hours a week, coming home, playing fucking New World or League of Legends with the rest of my time, and then just rinse and repeat. And I did that for a whole year and a half. And at $600 in rent, to get kicked out and have literally nothing to show for it is kind of, that's kind of what kind of made me start focusing up. I was like 19 at that point in time. Now, like currently I'm paying $1,700 for rent like every month, and I'm working hard enough to also make progress to have extra money on the side. So like, and I'm actually working hard for once. So, and that's only happening right now because I quit playing video games. I'm not coming home to play Apex. I'm not fucking coming home to do any of that shit. All my spare time is going to make extra income. And the main point of this whole video is, the only thing that I'm actually regretful of is wasting all the time gaming instead of, you know, working on my health. Like you saw in the first photos, like I had a really chubby face. Like if I could go back in time, I'd be like, bro, do some push-ups, do some squats, do some sit-ups, go to the park on the monkey bars, do some pull-ups, and call it a day. And just do that. And like, I wish I would have just worked on my health. I wish I worked on my ability to make money. Like, I think on this YouTube channel, I have some YouTube videos uploaded 5 years ago. If I would have kept uploading from 5 years all the way to now, we imagine what the growth would be, you know? Like if I would have read books sooner and like worked on my mindset, or, you know, instead of just gaming all day, you know, watch some self-improvement YouTube videos, that I could go on all fucking day. But the biggest thing is like, regret is one of the worst feelings in the world. Regret is one of the worst feelings in the world. Get that through your head. Regret is one of the worst feelings in the world. Sorry, ran out of breath here. So, I'm ending the video off on one last note. Brandon Carter, he's kind of like a newer entrepreneur who I'm seeing pop up on YouTube, but one thing that I did pick up from one of his videos recently is he said, life is about trade-offs. You can have anything you want, which is true. You can have anything you want, but you can't have everything that you want, you know? And then he also gave like a really good example. He said, you can't eat all the dessert you want and have visible abs year round. You could have, if you want six-pack abs, you could have it. You can't be eating dessert though. You can have dessert if you want it. You can't be having six-pack abs though. Like, you know, you can't be a gamer while running a successful business. And this one's actually from Steph is Cold. This one's one of my favorites. He said, you can't be a fucking mage and a warrior, nigga. Like pick one. You can't, like, when you're in the RPG screen, you can't, when you're picking your class, there's no pick two classes. It's pick a class. Are you a mage or a warrior? Like it's about trade-offs, you know. You could do anything you want, but you can't have everything you want. So just kind of think about that. Only other thing I gotta really say, if you do want to get in contact with me, check the link in the description. My Discord will be down there. Good place to just kind of reach out to me, ask me any questions. I'm always looking in there. But other than that, I'm gonna end the video there. Hopefully you guys got some value out of this. I'm sorry it went on to 20 minutes instead of 10. I promised I'd only need 10 minutes at the beginning of the video, but hey man, shit happens. So I'm gonna end it off there. Do some productive day. Peace out.